It's the top 10 highest charting Fats Domino hits of all time. I'm John Beaudin from rockhistorymusic.com. We lost Fats Domino yesterday at the age of 89. Today we paid tribute. Number 10, Ain't That a Shame. It was B-sided with La La from August 1955 and it reached number 10 on the Billboard singles charts. The song was written by Domino and his longtime collaborator, Dave Bartholomew. It's been covered by a whole bunch of people. Bill Haley and his Comets in 1960, Little Richard in 61, Ricky Nelson in 58, The Animals in the mid-60s, and Paul McCartney in 1991. Number 9, I Wanna Walk You Home from 1959. The B-side was I'm Gonna Be a Wheel Someday. It reached number 8 on the Billboard charts and it was written by Domino, and it was his last number 1 R&B hit. Number 8 from Fats Domino sings $1 Million Hits, Be My Guest. With the B-side of I've Been Around, released on October 1959, it peaked at number 8. Number 7, Walken to New Orleans, which peaked at number 6. It was written by Bobby Charles, who helped pioneer that South Louisiana music genre, known as swamp pop. The B-side was Don't Come Knockin', released in June 1960. Number 6, Whole Lotta Lovin' from 1958. The B-side was Coquette. It reached number 6 on the Billboard charts. Again, it was written by Domino and his longtime collaborator, Dave Bartholomew. The tune was covered by the Shakers in 64, Errol Dixon in 65, both Hank Williams Jr. and Louis Johnston recorded it in 72, Professor Longhair in 79, Trombone Shorty did it recently with Lenny Kravitz in that very popular tribute album, Going Home, a tribute to Fats Domino, from 2007. Number 5, Valley of Tears from This Is Fats. B-sided with It's You I Love. This is the one time that both A and B sides of the single reached the top 10. The former number 8, the latter at number 6. We're counting down the highest charting Fats Domino hits, who are at number 4 with Blue Monday. It was written by Dave Bartholomew and first recorded by Smiley Lewis, who was an American New Orleans rhythm and blues singer and guitarist. The Fats Domino version had a B-side called What's the Reason I'm Not Pleasing You, released in 1956 and reached number 5 on the Billboard charts. Number 3, I'm Walken. B-sided by I'm in the Mood for Love from February 1957, it peaked at number 4. It was another collaboration with Dave Bartholomew, and it was covered by Ricky Nelson, and Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers covered it on that tribute album we already talked about, Going Home. Number 2 from 1956, I'm in Love Again. Released in March of that year, the B-side was My Blue Heaven. It peaked at number 3 on the Billboard chart, and again written by Domino and Bartholomew. Interestingly, Fats Domino never had a Billboard number 1 song. This one came the closest, and it's also a heritage signature song for Fats Domino. Number 1, Blueberry Hill. As mentioned, it reached number 2 on the Billboard charts, and this one was not written by Domino or Bartholomew. It was penned by Vincent Rose, with lyrics by Larry Stock and Al Davis. It's probably one of the most covered songs that Fats Domino ever recorded. Gene Autry doing the very first version, followed by the Glenn Miller Orchestra, Louis Armstrong, Scatman Crothers did a version, Elvis, Ricky Nelson, Andy Williams, Dwayne Eddy, Conway Twitty, Cliff Richard, Little Richard, the Everly Brothers, Dave Clark 5. There's even a bootleg version of Blueberry Hill where Led Zeppelin does it. Also recording the tune, Loretta Lynn, Jerry Lee Lewis, the Beach Boys, and it was Elton's turn from that tribute album Going Home, doing Blueberry Hill in 2007. We lost Fats Domino yesterday, and we tip our hat to an overwhelming catalog that influenced so many rockers. As I mentioned in our other video from Rock History Music, I was working at a golden oldies station called 14C Fun in Vancouver. It's a legendary station, and I was an announcer there. And in fact, I was the last announcer at that radio station to ever broadcast a music show before they went all talk. But I learned so much working on that radio station. I was about, I think, 28, 29 when I first worked there. And even though a lot of the golden oldie songs that I was playing I'd heard, I couldn't sometimes put a name to the tune. It wasn't my genre. I was a 70s child, and I realized how much music I had missed from working at 14C Fun. Fats Domino was a big part of that. I'd hear a song and I'd go, that was him? And another song, because we went into deep tracks on that radio station. All you have to do is listen to his greatest hits and realize how much influence he had on other performers. We have a lot more top 10s coming up, including the top 11 Supertramp albums of all time based on a poll that we did, top 25 Genesis songs, top 10 Genesis LPs, and so much more coming up. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, comment on our videos, and share our videos. This is John Beaudin from Rock History Book.